Hey friends, it's Becky, otherwise known as the Freebie Lady from freebielady.com. You can also find me here on Instagram, and today we're going to talk about the untold truth of how the grocery stores get you to spend more money. Ooh, scandalous. Yes, it is true that the grocery stores use tricks to get you to spend more money, but once you know these tricks, you can avoid these tricks and then save more money. The first trick that they use that kind of makes me really sad is the fact that when you see eggs and it says cage-free eggs, you know, they're usually like double if not triple the amount of the non-cage-free egg. Factories can do is make the cages bigger, which really isn't that big, and then they are considered cage-free. So when you see cage-free eggs, don't necessarily think that that is better. Here's one I bet you haven't noticed, but over the years, grocery stores have made carts bigger and bigger and bigger. I saw one account that said that grocery carts are 25% bigger than they were 10 years ago. And this is so the bigger the cart you have, the more food you will buy. So if you're going into a store, for one, I recommend using a little like handheld basket, but let's be real, that sometimes is not possible. But this is one of the main reasons why I only go grocery shopping when I have a very specific list. And also I try to go into the stores as little as possible. So I only go grocery shopping at most every 2 weeks, because think about it, every time you go into the grocery store, you buy something. And number 3, I always try to buy as many groceries as I can for grocery pickup, and that eliminates my impulsive buying even more. Number 3, I am sure you have noticed this already, but they put the pricier items right at eye level so that you buy those pricier items first. Always make sure that you look up and you look down for the more generic items or the less expensive versions of that item. Number 5, Wegmans. I love you, but you do this all the time to me. They move stuff around in the store the most, and it's usually the stuff that is bought the most, so that you have to look around the store more to try to find it, to buy it. Again, if you do online shopping and you do grocery pickup, this can be avoided. The more you walk around the store, the more you tend to buy something. Another trick that a lot of grocery stores tend to do is they will do a sale that says buy 10 for $10 or buy 5 for $10. But the thing is, for most of these stores, you only need to buy 1 to get the sales price. So you only have to buy 1 and you'll get it for $1. You don't necessarily have to buy 10. This is not always true, but a lot of times it is. So make sure you check the fine print for all the different types of sales that your grocery store might do. Have you ever wondered why the floral department and the bakery department is always like closer to the entrance of a grocery store? And that is because they want to appeal to your senses and make you hungry. The more hungry you are when you're grocery shopping, the more you will buy. Have you ever wondered why a lot of sales items always end in 9 or some sort of odd number, also 7? And that's because subconsciously you think you are saving a lot more money than you really are when the item ends in a 9 or a 7 rather than an even number. I don't know why this is, but subconsciously scientific test after scientific test has proven this, so this is why grocery stores do this. I'm sure you've seen signs that says limited time only or special buy. What this does is create a sense of urgency in you to buy the item. But what you don't know is a lot of times limited time could actually be months, or they do a limited time offer several times a year. So try not to be fooled by the limited time sales offers or the special buy sales offers. Here's another one that I see all the time that drives me crazy is they put essentials in the way back of the store. Things like milk and butter always tend to be like in the way back, because you guessed it, if you walk all the way through the store, you're going to probably see something else that you want to buy. Again, this is why I always advocate for online shopping. I see a lot of grocery stores phasing this one out, but I do remember it as a kiddo, and some of my supermarkets still have it. It is the spraying of the vegetables. And I always thought it was to keep them fresh and alive, but it actually is to make them look more shiny and fresh and appealing so you buy them instead of actually keeping them fresh longer. But the thing is, this mist can actually grow bacteria because the tubes where the water is has a ton of yucky stuff in it, and that yucky stuff is being sprayed onto your vegetables. So that just gives you another reason to, when you get your vegetables home, make sure you wash them. Another one that they use all the time is giving out free samples. But have you ever noticed when you're not hungry and then you eat a little bit of something, then you end up getting hungry? Well, that's why they do it, because they want to get you hungry while you shop. Studies have shown when they give out free samples at grocery stores, consumers end up buying more. Really pay attention to this next trick when you go to the grocery store and you have kiddos with you. They tend to put the more loved kiddo items at kiddo eye level. Now that's tricky. Take a minute to think about this one. Have you ever been in a grocery store and you saw clocks around? Nope. That's because if you don't know what time it is, you will lose track of time. Oh, God, that one's tricky. One that kind of goes along with the whole clock thing is I always find that I get really bad reception on my phone in supermarkets. Now, I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but I've noticed that this has happened. So if you notice this happens when you go into your grocery store, leave a comment below and let me know. I always wondered how they picked out the music that happens at grocery stores, and it turns out they use slow music to slow you down, because the slower you go, the more you're gonna buy. In fact, study found that the slower a grocery store plays its music, it increases its sales by 40%. I think now would be a great time to tell you that at one point my family and I was spending over $1,400 a month in groceries, and I was able to cut that down to only $400 a month. Everyone's always been asking me, like, how did you do that? I need to know how you did that. So I created a system called the Boars system, and I created a $7 grocery kit to break down the Boars system for you. The Boars system stands for budget, organize, reuse or reduce, extend, and simplify. But the $7 kit is only going to be $7 for a very, very short amount of time, because that's super inexpensive. So inexpensive that it's ridiculous. If this $7 kit is something that you're interested in, you can find it in the comment section below, and it's also linked in the description. Like and follow for more money saving tips. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. My goal is to hit to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm like this close. I'm so excited. Have a great day and go out and do something nice for somebody. Bye. Love you guys.